Hello there, my abbers, cadabras, and alakazams. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, the Unlocking Stuff episode. Again. We got two things to unlock here. And maybe we'll figure out how that glamour system works. We're all here. And hey, tomorrow's the Valentine's Day event. So yeah, we're going to be figuring out this one here. Rising to the challenged. Ill-Tell one is ill-pleased with the carelessness of the wench's customers. I'll take the... It's like, look at... Yeah, okay, fine. We all know how much it feels... We all know how much it feels to have one too many. That's why I'm not at fault, our patrons... That's why I'm not at fault, our patrons... No, sorry, let me read that again. Sorry, need to get into character. We all know how it feels to have one too many. That's why I'll not fault our patrons for much of what goes on at our tables. But is it too much to ask that they keep their belongings on their person when they leave? It wouldn't bother me so much if half of them didn't show up in a week later, ranting and raving as if their drunken heedlessness was somehow my fault. Take this impressive looking journal right here. As oft-used as it seemed to be, I've no doubt its owner is tearing up the town searching for his prized possession. A stranger he was, a swarthy Rogadin who enjoyed his drink, seemed to be getting on well with one of our regulars. Quintian, perhaps you could still catch up with him and spare me the headache. I offer you a free drink, but last time I did that, Badron docked my wages. I don't think he'd mind. I haven't... Have I seen who? Look. Just 'cause I spent more nights at the wench than me own home doesn't mean I'm mates with every sod who comes stumbling through the doors. Wait a minute. That bloody book! Why did you say so sooner? That tight-arsed bastard drained 20 flagons and promptly passed out, leaving yours truly to foot the bill. Said he was heading to Airport, aye, or else that scurvy sup. Nemea Willen. He's still stranded at the ferry docks. Though the gods know it won't help me get Miguel back. Right. Also, shout out to the live stream that happened. That's good. That's good there. They announced the last expansion, or in air quotes, for the storyline, Endwalker. They officially announced it, and it looks good. Like, other than like the CG trailer. You know, okay, this is some cool stuff. I might have been slightly spoiled by it, but it looks hype as all hell. Like, new classes. And it is, Final Fantasy XIV is coming to PlayStation 5. So, the game will look a lot better when I stream it in the forthcoming months. Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. If you have business with me, be quick about it. My ferry and my next great adventure await. A well-worn journal, an impressively bound journal, unceremoniously forgotten under a table at the Drowning Wench. My journal! Oh, I thought I lost it forever. Pardon my rudeness, friend. Perhaps I should have stopped after 19 flagons. Did you steal a glance at its pages, perchance? No, a shame not. For this book contains, how might you say it, a record of my numerous adventures. Quite an inspiring read, if I do say so myself, which I believe I just did. Haha. You have the air of an adventurer about you, and one almost as accomplished as myself. Had it been you across the table at me at the wench last night, I imagine the tales would have been great and the ale all the sweeter. Were there only some way for me to repay you? Well, but of course, I have a fresh journal right here that might as well have your name on it. Why not keep a record of your own? One day, we might regale each other with stories of our deeds. With that, I shall be off for adventure, and a flagon or 20 of the realm's finest ale calls me. Fare you well on your journey, and the next you find yourself at the wench, do thank that listen fellow for his generosity. Ha ha. I'll take the equivalent of barely any cash. You have no access to the challenge log, which will serve as a record for your adventuring exploits. Open and unlock from the main menu and follow the challenge log. So the challenge log contains a list of adventuring objectives across a wide range of categories. Completing each of these objectives will earn you rewards. Completion status will reset on a weekly basis, and it is possible to undertake the challenges repeatedly. Each unique challenge you complete will count towards your overall completion category, which yields additional rewards. As you progress in level and advance in the scenario, more challenge objectives will become available, giving you the chance to garner richer bonuses. Okay. So here it is in the challenge log. Oh, wrong log. So it like resets at the bottom there. So it's like, just do some dungeons. Do more dungeons. We haven't unlocked PvP yet. So there's fates, leve quests. We haven't done any crafting yet. Some Grand Company stuff. Gold saucer shenanigans, you know. Does offer you a mirror. You do get some points, but you get cash, and that's all you kind of need. Let's go back to the wench real quick. And beat our next unlockable side objective. Rumours of a dangerous madman about town have should hold be ilities. You're either a brave man or a fool, friend. Been wandering in the streets of Limsa today, what with a slasher of fisherman's bottom on the loose. You've not heard? There's a madman about. That's why it's said to be brandishing blades so long and sharp that it would cut a whale. No one's seen any blood yet, but it hasn't stopped the rumours from sending shivers up spines in every alehouse in town. That you're still standing before it tells me you don't scare as easily as the rest. Perhaps you could assist with the investigation. To start with, you might want to look into that scream I just heard outside. Ugh. Do I have the right minion to sniff out clues, I wonder? Baby Behemoth, I choose you. Actually, why am I... patience and traits. Where is... If this is right, I should get Titan. There he is. We got comments. We got comments, folks. No one can watch the stream but me, because we're all busy at this time. Well, guess what? I'm going to be busy later this evening, so hence why I'm streaming so early. So sit back and enjoy the ride, Alex Stone. We got a mystery to solve. This is a... Why would you... Why will no one listen? My blades! I must have my blades! What are you waiting for? That's him, the slasher! Apprehend him! Toss him in jail! And show away the key, or gut him and feed his lifeless body to the sharks. For all I care, just do something! Woe is me! Whatever did I do to deserve this cruel fate? For 6 minutes I saved every last gill of my husband's hard-earned wage, foregoing new shoes, a new purse, sometimes even food for our children, and in anticipation for this day. What's so special about today, you ask? Why, this day marks the arrival of the world-renowned Astitian in Leminsa. My endless patience and self-control were to be rewarded with a hair-raising transformation that would have every fashion-conscious Leminsan oohing and awing admiration. Instead, I find myself accosted by this lecherous lout. Speaking of which, weren't you going to do something about this? Go ahead, have your way with him. I doubt he has anything to say for himself. Yo. I cast doubt on you. With a pose? Where the... There it is. Oh, my ignominy of it all. Of course, you take her side. For shame, is there not one sympathetic ear in this entire nation? An artiste of my renown should have been welcomed with open arms and a 21 cannon salute. Instead, I am branded a criminal. The tools of my trade, nay, the extensions of my soul, ripped ceremoniously from my person like barnacles from the side of a frigate. I will not last long in my weakened state. No, even as I speak, the world around me grows dim. With my dying breaths, I speak unto you 3 names, 3 souls who may yet put right what has gone so rightfully wrong. Forge Master Henaza of Nadilk and Vilmies, a Guildmaster Beaton of Gridanian Carpenter Guild, and Servian of the Alchemist's Guild in Ulda. If there's an ounce of compassion you seek them out and tell them Jandaniel sent you. When my soul is restored, my name rightfully cleared in all of Leminsa, nay, the entire realm will sing your praises. For I, Jandaniel, am no other than the oh. Okay, looks like we got a road trip on our hands, folks. Looks like we gotta visit 3 areas, 3 different guilds to go. Hey, is this guy legit? Jandaniel sent you. Let me guess, the barmy fool's lost his tools. Pardon me, the appendages of his very soul. Again. And is trashing and tossing like the end of days is nigh. The man brings it on himself. If he toned down the theatrics and went about his work like an earnest craftsman, I dare say he would have saved himself these misunderstandings. No, I have not a whit of sympathy for the fool. You, however, have my sympathy, indeed, for having to play audience to his whinging. Any road, this should shut him up for a while. Tell him if he loses Diaz, I'll craft the next pair for his next player. Tell him that if he loses Diaz, I'll graft the next pair onto his bloody hands. Let's go to the Mensa real quick. What the... Road trip. Right, time to load. Carpenter's Guild is right over here. Message from Jedaniel, you say? So I lost another one. Doesn't this man not understand that wood simply doesn't grow on? Oh, actually it does. At least in a matter of speaking. But the fact remains that resources are in short supply. For all his flurry words, his tools are truly an extension of his very being. One would think he'd find a way to hold on to them for more than a fortnight or two. Jandanel skills are not to be doubted, but his temperament leaves much to be desired. So it's not my place to judge. Take this to him and let us hope that he will right his ways. Right, next to Mulda. Save us a road trip or two. We'll just go to take the shortcut. Da 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 da. Now. Oh, there's the Guildmaster. Got a bit of the Hunter of Jantanil. Oh, why am I... Well, I just furnished him with a fresh batch of my special creations last week. Earnest man surface are in demand, but it would be physically possible for him to exhaust the entire supply so soon. Stolen, you say? An unfortunate turn of events indeed. If not entirely unexpected. You see, the man is something of a genius. A genius is often misunderstood by the modest minds. Trust me, as I speak from extensive personal experience. Yes, great minds must band together in trying times, lest the realm be deprived of our talents. So I command you, deliver this parcel to Jandanel with all speed. And so we travel back for free because I made made home my free destination. Just go ahead, F castle quicker. Scrimp had saved my family's fortunes for 6 moons. Only to go out and encounter the ravings of a loon. It's like the calamity all over again. Is there an ounce of compassion in you, friend? I beg you, retrieve to me the tools of my trade. For I am other than Jandal. Package from Hanzanza, a sealed parcel that, from the sound of it, houses a metallic implement of some sort. Package from Beaton, a parcel containing a piece of woodwork. Package from Severin, a package containing assorted vials of fairy-coloured liquids. Could it be? Yes! Yes, I feel it! The light returning to my eyes! Power coursing through my fingers! I live! And as I live, this unspeakable embodiment of ugliness must die! Begone, foul demon! And so I ask, how does it feel, madam? Why, it's if, in but a single magnificent moment, I travelled beyond the void and returned to life as the embodiment of all that is beautiful in the world. Could it be? Yes, it must. How else do you explain such power? You're the one whose coming was foretold. Yes. No, you. Yes, you are the Estician. In the flesh, madam. I, Jandal, crafter of coffiers. What the crafter of... What is that fantastical word? I wish to look it up for this, say. It's just a person's hairstyle and just very, Yep. Coffiers. Yep, I'll just say it that way. So divine that Menfini herself doth begrudge my clientele her beauty. But let us speak to you, madam. For where a moment ago you stood, a fashion-challenged frump, now there stands a beauty reborn. I get it. It's because this is called a realm reborn. Yeah, yeah. And you are the one I must thank for reviving my soul, that I might once again bestow my gifts on a realm bereft of beauty, a kindness intended to repay in full. Do you fear that your own hairstyle is becoming passé? Fear the spectre of ugliness threatening to consume you? Fear not, friend, for it shall not survive my wrath. It's the man before me. This is the very realm we call home. From the abyss of unfathomable drapness, you shall rise anew. I apologise for the bad weather here. It's supposed to be nice and bright and sunny, but unfortunately it's very cloudy, much like where it is right now. My clients have been known to make reservations, moons, even years in advance. But you shall know such troubles. No, for proving a staunch ally to good taste. When all others turn a blind eye, I gladly place myself at your beck and call. Find yourself plagued by aesthetic ennui. You need only ring the crystal bell from the comfort of any inn room you have taken up lodgings. Jandal shall hasten to the scene. Yes, in a flash. The dreary, uninspired life you have hitherto known shall end. You shall travel to the realm beyond and return to us as a beauty reborn. I give you this, a token of the trust between us. Treasure it, for it is the key to a world of aesthetic wonders ordinary men shall never know. Neat. Master Jandadil, do come back. I've not made my next appointment. All's well that ends well. With that I got a token. A note of promise received from Jandadil can be redeemed for a single visit from the Esthetician. Yeah. With this, we can get a haircut. From hairstyle and colour to face paint, you can never create a new look for you for 200 gil whenever you feel a change. So yeah, but I actually kind of like Ashens's hair. Just to sort of... like, I have to do something with my main character, Sumire, who you will all see at some later point. She's my female bird. She's an Ura. She's pretty good. But I think her hair does need a bit of a fixing. So I've got the sort of the grey tips. That just sort of gives Ashens a bit of, you know, bit of charm. I like Ashens' hair for now. But alas, we have a pup no longer. Yes, this is what we're going to have to do now. We're going to have to go on a big-ass road trip. As we have about 35 minutes left, because I want to stop at half 2 because I got a Dungeons and Dragons game at like half 3 and I gotta, you know... I need to make some eggs. So I'll be in front of my cooker for a while. Gonna get a promotion. You're currently a Storm Private 3rd class. To qualify for Storm Private 2nd class, you must fulfill one requirements. Nope. I lack seals. We haven't done many fates with Ashens. But this one does give me enough seals, so what's Riki gonna say? A pup no longer maelstrom. Riki would have you begin your training in earnest. Ah, Private Barlow! Just the man I was hoping to see. Your exploits of late have been a talk of Limpsa. Don't let me puff up your sails too much. What I've heard, some of the higher-ups saying the maelstrom would be lost at sea without you. But I suggest you're not the type to rest on your laurels. Nay, the tempest raging in your eyes tells me you're looking for new waters to navigate. Fortunately, we have just a place for people like you. Have you perchance heard of the Wolf's Den? It's a proving ground of sorts established by the Zorian's Alliance, a place where the most promising Grand Company recruits are sent to hone their skills. The Wolf's Den is to be found just off the shores of Nalasia. The ferry at Morbay docks in Lower Nalasia will grant you passage there. Upon your arrival, seek out the Storm Captain Bukhia. God, all these freaking hard consonants and words. Just Burkoian. Insert the last name here. I've let him know that you will be coming, so you can count on a warm welcome. Sweet. Shadowstone cast, which we are not at the ready just yet. Nor are we ready for this. So more by dry docks will just bring me there, so. Hey, we're back here again. I remember this place. I had to stop some people from stealing a ship. Hey, there's a dungeon here apparently. Let's give us board for the Wolves Den. Might you care to join us? Yes, yes please. I'll take Wolves Den Pier. So this is where PvP is located. PvP. Player versus player. Duty involves battles fought against other players rather than in-game creatures and incorporates an independent battle system with its own unique rules. Final Fantasy XIV offers several varieties of PvP, from ranked matches to casual trading from anywhere from 2 to 72 participants. Go to the website to find out more. We'll just tune ourselves with this. Sweet, now we can just teleport here whenever the fuck we like. Of course it's in a giant ship, where else would it be? Nice, just a bit of everything. A bit of everything. And then everybody died. The end. That's not... Yes. I don't recall seeing your ugly mug around here before, So Riki sent you. She said she was sending an adventurer, not some simpering sea louse. Bah! If I'd known it was your sorry hide I'd be dealing with, I'd have spit on your recommendation papers and tossed them into the briny deep. Don't know who the fuck I am. Okay, sure, fine. You don't know who I am. I'm Ashen's effing Barlow, motherfucker. But much to me charging, you made it here in one piece. So listen up. They call this place the Wolves Den. But you're no wolf. You're no runt of the litter. A whimpering, drooling pup. You'd be lucky to suckle one drop of your mum's teat before your bigger siblings grabbed you by the neck and toss you aside to starve like the wretch you are. Stand up straight, maggot. This is no place for the faint of heart, and I give your sorry arse till dawn before you run home, with your tail between your legs, crying for your mum. You're beyond help, but because I'm feeling so goddamned generous, I'll give it to you anyway. If you have a mind to learn something, come back and I'll beat ye good and proper. Next time you show your ugly mug, I want to see your fangs. Dismissed! There we go, quest complete. The Wolves Den's now accessible. You've been granted entry to the Wolves Den, a floating arena used by the Grand Companies of Eorzea as a training facility for the recruits. Inside the pit, you will match your wits against other adventurers just like you. If you're interested in joining the fight, please speak with the attendant on the Braveheart. Now, as you can clearly see, our entire battle thing has changed. Okay, yeah, that should be it just recharges. Boop, see? Well, that's basically sprint. So yeah, we've unlocked PvP, which I will never do on this channel. Never, but... Right, our next... What does this person offer? If there's a plus, there's always something good. Softnox comes to Wolf Place. Learns that uplanders have hurt humps for fighty place. Softnox sees chance for busy deal. Offer gobby hand lending uplanders to have better fighty place play. Crunchbone and smash steel muchly. Now, new fighting play is born. Name of rival wings. Machina with Gobamig help uplanders make much mayhem together. If uplander wishes to give bring case of knowing of rival wigs, Softnox happy to give many tongue flaps. Rival Wings is unlocked. Neat. You've been granted access to Ostrogalos, node Chilean testing site used by the Dravians Hitherlands. Here you can take part in Rival Wings, a large-scale game war incorporating powerful goblin-made machina. Adventurers are divided into two teams, the Falcons and the Ravens. Each side setting out to destroy the core located in the opponent's base. If you're interested in learning more, speak with Softnox at the Wolves Stamp here. So I heard you like League of Legends, so now it's like a MOBA, but kinda, but you know. Yes. As a person who plays MOBAs daily, I don't. MOBAs and I don't get along. But we got dummies. Yeah, dueling circle. It's time to duel! Oh, come on. I actually want to see what the blurb text. What did it say again? It's time to duel! The nervous trembling of his legs suggests that area brawler might not be as tough as he appears. Oh, he's Nura. Yeah, that's like our second Aura NPC we kind of met. Well, kinda. Right, well, I think we are going to... We have plenty of Vesper Bay tickets, we're going to spend one real quick. Now, why are we in Vesper Bay, you ask? But as you can see, there's a few pluses around here. But we're going to talk to Nedrick Ironheart here. There's a bunch of stuff he has for us. Just a lot of stuff we have here to unlock. That's not Tattoo, that's Tatafu. Okay, so... Hello? Hello? Nedrick of the Science of the Seventh Dawn has some useful information he wishes to share. Hail there, adventurer! I am Nedrick Ironheart, an explorer by trade and a scion by allegiance. And you, my friend, look to me an adventurer in need of a challenge. I happen to know just the place that will offer it to you. Tucked away in the corner of eastern Talanal lies Halatali. It is where you'll find all the excitement you crave. The place boasts a storied history. It is built by some 100 years past as a training ground for gladiators. The calamity laid room to it, though, as it did most things. Now Halatali is a shadow of its former self. But in the dark of that shadow lurk wild beasts, both bloodthirsty and beyond count. For some such as yourself, I dare say there is no finer place than Halatali to test your skill and refine your technique. Indeed, you've taken the liberty of passing your name along to the flames who oversee the place. Should you speak to Fatah Johnny near the place. Excellent, press the X button. And yeah. And we'll bring Braving New Depths. Nedrick has a tantalizing bit of information to share with an adventurer. Hail, adventurer! You are the expression of one who seeks new battlegrounds to hone your burgeoning skills. Do not ask who Nedrick knows, he simply knows. Now tell me, you perchance familiar with the sunken temple of Karn? I would not hold it against you if you were not. The roads only surfaced while the calamity split the ground asunder, after all. Any road is a popular destination these days for adventurers looking for new frontiers to explore. If you're keen to join them, want to make your journey to southern Talanal and visit the temple yourself. What with the many dangers that lurk within, the immortal flames are keeping close watch over the place. But a Lalafell by the name of BB Mew should be able to offer you passage. So as you can see, so we have eastern and southern to travel to, but unfortunately we're now for level 44, so we can't do this one just yet. Color your world. Shermgim wants to show you a whole new world of colors. You there, yes you, the decisively unfashionable adventurer. Excuse me? Gods be good. Never in the life have I seen such unapologetic focus on function at extreme cost to form. The mere sight of you fairs make my eyes bleed. As a lover of all things aesthetically pleasing, I cannot in good conscience allow you to continue roaming the realm in that sorry state. I believe your appearance can yet be salvaged through the use of colour. I will teach you how to go about dyeing your outfit, but first I must have a drink. The heat has given me a vicious thirst. I won't be able to talk to any length of time. Bring here and buy me a bottle of orange juice at the stall at the northern gates with you. Once you've moistened my throat, you shall see to it the business of remedying your appearance. Okay, so the northern gate is... Where's the northern gate? Here? let's run over this way. We got about 17 minutes. Yeah, it's nice and dark out. Yeah, I'm good. Horizon's Edge. Yeah, there should be someone here to purchase, I think. It's definitely not you. Gosh darn it, I need to just quickly look this up because I forgot about where the location for this is. A sec. Color your World Final Fantasy 14. The actual arseways backwards. Oh, no, I thought it was here. It's actually back where we started, apparently. We're into... It's here? Oh, I am a complete idiot. 13. Right. Whoops-a-doodle. I haven't done this quest in like months because of I did it on my main character. No, you're not the one I'm looking for. You're... Crafting Town Thunder. Okay, no, it's not you. Where's the, It said... Behind to the right. There it is! There's the... There, we have the orange juice. Just... Pray tell, if you brought my orange juice, lest you've forgotten the merchant who sells it can be found just inside the northern gates. Juice freshly squeezed from ripe. Okay, here's your... Gulp. Phew, what a relief. Finally I can teach you how to bring colour into your life. Listen well. There are handy items called colorants, which allow folks to dye their outfits a veritable rainbow of colours. These colorants are so simple to use, adventurers have no excuse to be fashion unconscious, lest you worry that dyeing will affect your garment's precious properties. but rest assured it will not. The practicality adventures love so much will not suffer for change in appearance. A change for the better. It will also gladden you to know that garments can be dyed repeatedly, so there's no fear of getting locked into one colour. The garnish pink that seems like a wonderful idea, like a dozen glasses of red can be undone. All that you need to know about dyeing gear is that you have been waiting for. Now that's all you need to know about dyeing gear that you have been waiting for. Get out here and bring some colour into your life. So now we have the ability to dye. I'll give it. Oh, we have all of them actually. So dyeing. Gear dyeing is now available. You have now able to dye items. To dye a piece of gear, you must have a proper colorant. Colorant can be crafted or purchased in stores. So you have the proper colorant. Dyeing an item is as easy as selecting the dye option from the Actions and Traits interface. There's no limit to how many times an item can be dyed. Dye can also be removed by an item called Tearbrit. Similarly, if you wish to paint a housing fixture or furnishing, you can also select the dye by accessing housing within the social menu. Alternatively, furnishings can be also painted by when selected from the inventory. Like we have a lot of paint already. So you have grape purple. And right now we have the glamour system, which is kind of important. If I had a glamour, Sweargrim wishes to impart you her knowledge of glamours, which is aka transmog. Oh dear, dear, dear. This will never do. My sense of aesthetics simply won't allow it. How could you go dressed like that? My dear, if only you'd spare a thought for style and coordination. I hope your garb holds up during a scuffle, because there's little else going for it. That's it. I've made up my mind. From this day forward, I shall take upon myself to save you from more fashion disasters. Let me see. So much that needs to be addressed. Where to begin? Beer, dear, and get me a drink. God, you love your drinks. I'm rather feeling parched, and this is a matter of best discuss over a glass of something cold. Let's go to the pissed pisset and ask Volkind. I'll have some blood orange juice and tell him to make it so there's no pulp in it. Now off you go. Quick, KDB. Okay, Sackfair. Or Cloud. Strive, you do your squats. Oh, Sir sent you, did she, that woman? I've never known anyone so lazy. Would you just kill her to come get it herself? Here you are. You shouldn't let her push you around, you know. Give her an ilm and she'll take them all. So how's that drink coming along? Blood orange juice. Blood oranges can only be grown in certain climates, making them highly sought after. Oh, delicious! Nothing better on a hot day. Some say I have expensive tastes, but life's too short to settle for second best. Of course, this extends to my choice of wardrobe too. Lady, No. No, your sense of fashion's all wrong. Now, I'm feeling refreshed. Shall we get started? Do you know, dear, you look a lot less shabby if you were to apply glamours. What's a glamour, you ask? Well, they use a glamour prism as a catalyst to project an image of one item into another. It's just an illusion, mind, but very convincing. This means the ordinary object stays essentially the same. It just takes on a new appearance, that's all. Remember, if you fancy a change, why don't you have to stick to the same glamour just apply another one on top, or use a glamour dispeller to return the object to normal. Why sacrifice style for such humdrum trifles as durability or protection from bodily harm? Because, you know, you get glamour items that are like level 1. It's like, oh, I bought this on the Mog station. It's level 1. Why is it not level like 80? Because you're meant to apply the glamour, you know, just to, you know, stay suave and sexy, which are purchased items from the Mog station. Limitless possibilities for self-expression are just a couple of glamours away. Go ahead, give it a try. Do make it quick, dear, for my sake. I'm finding your uninspired attire more and more offensive with each passing moment. So I get a green beret, because, yeah, we have cast glamour. We get 12 glamour prisms, which is handy. A glamour plate, you can create a set of multiple glamours to apply at once. So we have glamours are now available, as I promised. Glamour dressers in in-rooms are now available. You may use dressers to transform items into glamours and create ensembles for quick and easy use. So glamours allow you to alter the appearance of equipment through the use of illusionary magics to change the appearance of an item. Highlight it and cast glamour from the subcommands. Casting glamours require catalysts known as glamour prisms. Please note, for the illusion to take effect, you must be able to equip the gear whose appearance is being projected. So we have glamour dresses. Is your inventory cluttered with gear that you only wear on special occasions? Oh, don't I know it. Are glamour prisms causing you headaches? Glamour dressers have been added to the in rooms across the realm to make applying and managing glamoured gear simpler and more intuitive. Start by adding gear to any glamour dresser where it instantly transforms into a glamour. Next, use glamour plates to create full sets of glamoured attire, which can be applied to your character all at once. However, I like the idea of putting new gear on Ashens, not because when I get my job gear, I'm gonna look so baller. Like my bard right now is running around in the level 50 bard attire. I could put a glamour on that, but I just like the idea of like with my hat with a feather in it. Like I just look so bardy, you could say. But alas. But we still have some time left in this episode to go unlock these dungeons. Hey, we're going back to Camp Drybone, our favourite location. So yeah, what we're going to do is unlock these two dungeons, and maybe in the foreseeable future I'll get the blob involved and do a sort of a dungeon run with Ashens. And it's raining in Camp Drybone. Looks like it's going to be Camp Wetbone, am I right? I'll see myself out. Oops, I went the wrong frickin' way. Yes, it's this way. Because I always go the other way. There's the dungeon there. Then we gotta go through here. We only have a glamour dispeller. And I don't want to spend all my gil on, you know, purchasing glamour prisms and stuff. Like, it's gonna be a lot of work. Granted, I'm focused on, like, as soon enough as I get enough cash, I'm buying a room in my free company's estate house thing, and I'll give you a grand tour of Sumayar's house with Sumire present. If it's the halls of Halatali you seek, you need seek no further. Permit me to tell you something of this place. The name comes from an ancient tongue. Halatali means the land of many shadows. It is where that our distant ancestors first settled, and bah, you've not come all the way for a lesson in history. Shh, listen. Do you not hear the howls and growls? Do you not feel how they shake the very earth beneath you? The sounds are the work of no wind, my friend, nor the rumbling doing of any shadows. Those are the costs of Hadatali, for now the beasts once kept for the Colosseum lurk there. And there are no gentle beasts broken by the hand of man. No, there are those within that even the might of the immortal flames cannot tame. From the look at you, you must be Ashens. I have received from Nedric that you might be passing along by his recommendation. I grant you leave to enter freely. I only pray that you are able to find your way out. Thanks for the cash. Palatali is now accessible. Anyways, we don't have to go that far. The next one to unlock. God, I am very hungry. I'm going to have to make some lunch after once we clock in this dungeon. Jump. I'll pass. So I think next episode we will definitely do the Valentine's Day event. I know for a fact I might not be able to. I don't think I'll be able to stream tomorrow. Oh, nice. Done. Welcome to the sunken Temple of Quarn. Or what remains of it, at least. Used to be an ancient Beladians. Used by ancient Beladians as a place to worship the sun goddess. Azima. Much about the temple's history remains shrouded in mystery. While we have sent a research team into the depths, we regret to say the investigation proceeds at a snail pace. That is, when it proceeds at all. It would seem that the Beladians have rigged the temple of all manner of devious traps and snares to deter temple robbers, no doubt. We have recruited adventurers to assist in disarming the traps, but be forewarned. Many have entered, have yet to return. If you wish to brave the depths, we would welcome your aid. Boom. The sunken Temple of Quarn, now accessible. And we're almost level 40, folks, which means new class quest. Maybe. We'll see. But yes. Unfortunately, we are going to just quickly teleport. Actually, no. We'll have the event. We'll have a special Valentine's Day event for next episode. So it's time for me to get my sacrificial... Oh, it's a sacrificial wig today! Ooh. Ooh, we're gonna have to do some hair cutting because it is hideous. It needs transformation. So as I get my trusty scissors here for the sacrificial wig, we shall say the usual, the usual like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay notified, because this is what the YouTube algorithm demands. A sacrifice. Especially today being hair. But yes, thank you all for watching for my streams that I'm able to stream, even if it be only 3 days a week or less, but I do my best. Ashens and I are busy people. So from here at KDB TV, Titan Eggy says goodbye, AB Behemoth says goodbye, Jerry Adams is nowhere to be seen, as per usual. But this is me and Ashen saying farewell for now. Stay safe in these dark times we live in. Just stay inside and play some MMOs. See you then, folks. Take care for now.